Hello, I'm here again. So I made a video about Pluto in Leo people, and that's usually the people that are baby boomers. So again, prior to this video, prior to this video that I'm making now, right here at this current moment, I was talking about Pluto and Leo, and this is just a continuation of that. And unfortunately, with TikTok, and because of me being long winded with my conversations, and of course, I, I really don't have really, I have a limit, right? So a time limit. So here we go. So, guys, with Pluto and Leo, and I want to continue with this whole discussion. Um, when you're dealing with like Pluto and Leo, boomers, narcissists, especially narcissists in the boomer generation that have Pluto and Leo, which again, that Pluto, those dates for those people is 1939 to 1958. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And again, these are people that get their power from attention. These are people that get their power from just being so ego driven, self centered, and just like, and if they will also, you know, I would say like they have this dominating kind of like attitude, right? They just want to dominate, you know, um, any social circle, social event, partnerships, friendships. Just always want to be in control of a lot of things, all the way up to like the utmost detail. And let me know if this is resonating, guys. Let me know if this is hitting. If you have a parent that is a baby boomer that is within the that has that Pluto and Leo attributes, well, yeah, they're probably this. I think this placement literally is the narcissist placement for a lot of people in the baby boom generation. Um, let's see. So again, like I said, with this generation, uh, how you would actually um, how you would actually combat these energies, the people that get power from attention, again, um, they can be in your face, they can be coming at you, and they're wanting engagement, right? And they want something from you, like, and they'll make comments about you that may not be so uplifting, right? Um, Sometimes they get power from that. So it's very important with and this is just a general rule for all narcissists. It's really not to give them any emotional charge or energy. So what does that mean? That means like if they are making a comment about your hair, well, that's an opportunity to ask yourself and be like, well, do I have a problem with my hair, right? Or do I have a problem with my clothes, right? Ask yourself, like, is this person's reality my own reality? And if you're kind of uh, getting some type of reaction, well, guess what? They hit a pain point. And that's what a lot of these people with displacement, they can basically do. They can, you know, it's not all the time, but a good amount of them, especially if they know you, right? And especially if or if they're psychic too, you got that too. You got people that have that Pluto and Leo aspect and they're psychic and they can pinpoint your pain points just like that, or they're just really perceptive. You also have people, again, that may know you, whether they're a cousin, whether they're a family member, or they're a lifetime friend. Um, so again, these people, they thrive off of getting emotional charge from you. And if they are triggering you, that is an indication like there is some pain and you do have to deal with that. But it really is important to not really show fear, not to show emotion. And I can draw from so many personal experiences. I know from like, let's just say, um, a parent may actually make some off the wall comments about yourself, about you, and you know that, well, that's not true. Like, oh my gosh, like the way that you dress is so horrible. It's so unkept, but and that's the reason why people at work treat you in a messed up way. Like those messed up reality warping sort of statements that are not true, they thrive off of that. That's their weapon. Like they tell you what you're thinking, right? Even though it may not be what you're thinking. But that's the thing about narcissists. They're going to do that. Oh, you think this, you think that. Well, again, that's how they get into your mind in that way. So that's one of those things is like, don't give them any tension. Try not to give them emotional charge. You have to do your own healing when you're dealing with these people. If they're not healed, they're gonna, they're gonna, they're gonna hurt you unintentionally, I think. Because that's the way that they express themselves. Pluto and Leo. Leo's all about expression. Um, and they just have to say something, even though it may be negative. you know that's just who they are. But like I said, like from personal experiences, like they may say something and it may not be true. you know Sometimes you have to go within yourself and say, is this person, what they're saying, is it true? Like, because I know, like, people can make comments about like my hair, it'll be big or whatever, and a lot of people, like certain people that are close to me, they'll make really messed up comments and be like, "Oh my God, can you just like do something with your hair?" But then when I go out in public, people get people compliment me on my hair, even if it's unkept, which is so kind of crazy. They'll give me compliments. They'll say, "I love your hair. I love it." It's just like so, you know, and that's the thing. You really don't. I mean, we really don't know. You really won't really know, um, like true reality unless you actually experience it, right? Um, I just know whenever I go out and somebody makes a comment about me, a criticism about me, I think it's true, but then I go out in reality and then I get, their statements um, immediately dissolve. So again, it's sometimes you have to like look at into reality and be like, that's not true. That's not true what they're saying. And then not only that, like I'm not even I'm not even trying to get dolled up right now. I'm just trying to fucking go to Walmart. I'm not trying to fucking not trying to look like I'm going to um, a, a 5-star restaurant or whatever in a suit, going to a Walmart or going to a Kroger or going to a fucking grocery store. I'm just trying to get some groceries. I'm not trying to look all well kept and made up or whatever. I'm just trying to get stuff. But Pluto and Leo in their heyday, they would make themselves look good just for going out. And I mean, you can tell with like a lot of photos. But again, video is getting too long, so the best way is don't give them attention. Don't give these people emotional weight. Don't give them hooks. Don't give them attention. So just imagine a bubble around you. And even when they're talking to you, and put your focus on the bubble. Don't even focus on their words. If you know that you're interacting with somebody and they have more than likely their Pluto is in Leo, do that. Don't give them attention. Don't give them emotional weight. Um, and yeah, we'll continue having this conversation. I'll see you guys in the next video.